Hey guys, welcome back to the Mountaineers. Have you ever heard that there was actual battle fought on Mount Elbrus? That there was actual battle fought between Soviet army and German troops. Alright, so it so happened that during World War II, in order to continue its operations in Russia, that is Eastern Front, Hitler wanted more oil supplies. And in order to meet those oil supplies, he decided to concentrate his troops in the oil wells of Azerbaijan. Now the problem was that these oil wells were beyond the Caucasus mountain range, and special mountain division had to be sent for the same purpose beyond the Caucasus mountain range. And for this purpose, Hitler chose 1st and 4th Mountain Division, and their task was to cross all the way through Caucasus mountain range, capture the oil wells, and also one of the major tasks was to block the route of a Soviet fleet through Black Sea port. Now, one thing important to remember over here is that during those days, especially in World War II and Nazi Party, it had huge role to play in its propaganda. Propaganda was very important for them. Now, under the command of General Hubert Lance, who was the commander of 1st Mountain Division, there was already the highest peak of Greece had already been captured, and the German battle flag has been placed over the same peak before. Now, while on the way towards oil wells of Azerbaijan and all the way through Caucasus mountain range, it was quite obvious that similar kind of thing could be repeated in the Caucasus mountain range, and capturing of Mount Elbrus could be done on the name of Third Reich, right, and could be shown to the people of Germany. So as a result of which, what happened when the troops proceeded to capture the oil wells of Azerbaijan, they started proceeding towards the Mount Elbrus. Now Mount Elbrus also had something called as Shelter 11, built in 1939 by Soviet Union. It was a basically hotel, and it had been built in that region. It was the highest hotel of Europe that time, and it was built out of Soviet Union's patronage for mountaineering. Finally, the German troops proceeded towards capturing of this same Shelter 11. It was captured without any resistance, and after that they started proceeding towards the summit of Mount Elbrus. Now in the year 1942, when they finally could reach the top of the peak, due to bad weather, the German troops placed the German battle flag and standards on the summit that they thought is correct summit, but actually it was wrong summit, and they did that mistake because of bad weather. Finally they came back, and they gave the news of their summit to the superiors, but they came back without any photograph or videos. So finally the commanders sent them back towards the summit to get a photo of the summit. Now when they went back for the second time towards the summit of Elbrus, they discovered that on the first attempt they had placed the German flag on the wrong summit. Now they corrected the mistake, and they placed this German battle flag and battle standards on the correct summit. They came back with the photographs of the same. Now this was not sufficient for the Ministry of Propaganda, whose head was Dr. Goebbels. So they wanted a video for this purpose, and now they were ordered to summit Mount Elbrus for the third time. A special military photographer and mountaineer was sent for the purpose of filming the whole event of summiting Mount Elbrus. Now this was happening for the third time. So the peak was summited for the third time. The whole event was captured on the camera. It was filmed, and it was shown to the German public. Now let me tell you one more thing, that Mount Elbrus was first summited by an English expedition. It was not the Germans who summited for the first time, right? When the Soviet army got to know that Shelter 11 has been captured, they started mobilizing, and a special police force from Soviet Union was sent for the purpose of recapturing of Shelter 11. So roughly troops of 100 people were sent for this purpose. However, the Germans, well dug and well placed, defeated them and pushed them back easily. Finally, in 1943, when Germany got defeated in Stalingrad, the troops placed in Mount Elbrus decided to vacate in order to avoid getting encircled by Soviet army. So it was now that Soviet troops reclaimed Shelter 11, and they also reclaimed back Mount Elbrus. So this is how the story and the Battle of Mount Elbrus goes. I hope you found this particular video useful. If you like such videos, please like, share and subscribe. We will be back with more such videos. Till then, take care. See you soon.